I'm starting a short video walkthrough of our irrigation system. It's one zone. It starts here at the tap, which inside the house has a pressure reducer and a pressure gauge on it, so we can keep that in properly set 15 to 20 psi. And then over here you see two electrical conduits coming out of the house. One is for the switch, which is for the irrigation. Here, just a weatherproof switch. And the other is for the low voltage, 24 volts AC, which is switched with a transformer inside the house down here to our zone valve, which is just part of the orbit system. And so that zone valve is hooked up to the low voltage wire. I just used 5-wire thermostat wire, shrink wrap and so on, so it's all done properly. And then this little irrigation control area has another low voltage wire in it which continues on. We also here have the white pipe. There's one below which goes through and bypasses the valve and goes to the faucet down in the yard. We've got just a regular soaker hose on that top outlet, which is connected right here below the valve. Then our next outlet here in the first bed, our kale bed. And running underneath these pipes, which you don't see, is a buried 120 volt wire, which goes to another plug on the chicken coop, comes off of our outdoor plug. This is kind of the main area, so we've got the electrical conduit for the low voltage going to the planter bed, and that's so we can have a humidity sensor in the soil, and we'll eventually control the irrigation on and off. Underneath, the lower pipe just goes into PEX here, so we can bend it around through, and we're putting a hose reel and a few things on the post that we put in the concrete, which is also a flagpole, and the laundry line back to the house. Looking back here at the base of the flagpole, going over towards the chicken coop. So you can see our buried wire, the black one, next to the irrigation. And just an irrigation outlet that waters the chickens, as well as is going to water this lower bed. It's going to be our squash bed. And a little further along, the gray conduit goes up to the outdoor plug. Now, going back the other way, we've got our 3 planter beds, each with its own tee-off for irrigation. This runs down and along. And then the last box, I have a little 1/4-inch tube coming back down and running out over here to the bin. And that's our little project.